One of my points of view, I think anything is possible, and a human being reaching the fullest potential can achieve almost anything.
I believe that it is possible, and that some people experience it, and that we all experience it to one degree or another and can cultivate it.
Yes, it's possible. Definitely possible.
I have heard the glory about Indian yogis. I think that everything is possible for them to achieve.
I do believe in it, and I believe that it's a very important stage to reach.
Ashutosh is a great person. He's done many great things for many people, and I have faith that he will return from Samadhi.
A person can come back, of course, but you know, it's just not exactly a priority perhaps for that person.
I think maybe their followers tend to maybe exaggerate their state or project their own ideas onto what they're saying.
It's definitely possible if the person wants something enough, and if they have reached that level of meditation. You know, I think that's something that people probably train years to do.
Samadhi existed before, the state of consciousness, this higher state of bliss, and I believe that it is attainable the same way that it was available in the past is the same way that it's available today. I mean, the same way the sun and the moon are still the same, all of these things that have existed for centuries.
I don't think it's possible. I think you always hear these stories about people in, I don't know, in India, I don't know, or monks or whatever who are doing all this stuff, but unless it's been tested scientifically, I take everything with a pinch of salt.
Well, I think if someone is coming from a point of view of a closed mind, then they're not going to believe in anything to do with samadhi or yoga or anything that has any, expanding of the mind outside of a conventional kind of a thinking pattern.
Ashutosh has done a lot for many people. He's in Samadhi right now, and I have faith he will return.
My comments on him are to keep going. Maybe his experience will help inspire others to have some experience of it. And for other people, in terms of responding to it, to not feel overwhelmed by that, don't compare yourself to that, just use it as an inspiration.
I think probably not, because although for me, I think the goal of meditation is to switch your mind off from the thoughts, but also perhaps from the stresses and the physical stresses and strains and pains on your body. I still think you need your vital organs, like your heart, to be functioning, your liver to be functioning, in order to keep the body alive. And without the body, you have no mind.
People question it because they themselves don't see how they could achieve it. And almost like a little of like a competitive nature in there.
According to Patanjali, there's many levels of samadhi, from this kind of ultimate peace of mind to beyond.
Leave him in Samadhi, leave him there, leave him alone. Why would you want to pull someone out of such a high state of mental consciousness so that they can endure chaos? Isn't that almost a type of assault? Isn't that rude? I don't think it would be fair to that yogi or to that practitioner. And if they've been that way for a year and a half, instead, the community should protect him.
Definitely. I mean, it just takes a lot of skill in the fact of, once you get into that habit of being able to get into that state, you start to be able to get out the same way.